Hello everyone and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 12th through to the 18th, I think, of December. You know what I'm like. Okay, let's have a look and see what the angels have in store for us this week. First card we have is Archangel Azrael, and it's a surrender card. Not a bad Archangel Azrael card, this one. Surrender is normally a sign that maybe you've been trying to control things, trying to make everything perfect, when really all you need to do is just relax, surrender and go with the flow. Okay, so we'll have a look and see what else we get for that. And we have the card of joy. Interestingly, on the card of joy you have a butterfly, and the butterfly is symbolic of rebirth, re-emerging, being yourself, you know, being your true self, letting your wings unfold. Maybe you've had, I don't know, maybe you've got dormant skills within you that you're not utilising. You know, maybe it's just time to accept who you are and just let your wings unfurl and just be yourself, let the true self emerge, okay? So stop fighting whatever you're fighting, stop trying to control whatever you're controlling, or trying to control, should I say. As it's Archangel Azrael, it may mean that you need to let go of some ideas, you need to let go of a situation around you in order to be able to bring a new situation in, or in order to be your true, authentic self. Okay, so that's the beginning of the week. Let's have a look midweek. Do you know something? This card is coming up week after week after week, and it's coming up in my private readings as well, quite so often now. And it's Archangel Israfel, and it's the card of music. So for somebody out there, you know, this card is really, really important because it does keep coming up. Maybe it's time for you to really embrace your musical talent. Maybe it's time for you to actually really listen to the songs that are being played around you, because as I said, this time of year there's always messages in the songs. You know, you're walking there, you walk in a shop and suddenly a song will come on, it reminds you of somebody or something like that. Okay, but I really feel I want to go more literal, and I really feel that there's somebody out there who really needs to be taking more notice of musical talent. For some reason I feel this is something that you're not doing, or something you feel guilty indulging in, and I really feel it's time for you to become the butterfly, and it's time for you to let your wings unfold and to really go down that path. And that path is the path that will help you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go on Popeye door or anything like that. You know, it may be that you need to actually embrace your talent to be able to pass it on to others. It may be that you need to work more with music as on a therapy level. It may be that you need to actually listen to music and just allow yourself to meditate, and that will bring you the ideas that you need and what you need. So, you know, but music is healing, and Archangel Israfel is the voice of heaven, okay? And it's about time that you listen to your voice and really let your life song be heard, okay? So for somebody out there, this card is really important, and music is really important. I really feel they've been trying to get a message over to you for a while now. Right, so take notice of it, really embrace your inner skills, your inner talent, and go for it. Okay, oops, I'm having one of those days today. We have the card the Angel of Expression. They're really trying to get something through here, aren't they? Because, you know, to me, to sing is just another form of expression. You know, quite often, you know, when you listen to songs, you know, the words that are in them can be so expressive, and I think sometimes when our loved ones come around us and they use songs, you know, it's such a great medium for them to use, because when you think about it, you know, that they have all those lyrics that they can choose, and, you know, to bring a message over to someone. Okay, so it's speak your truth, express yourself clearly. So once again, I feel somebody out there really needs to embrace their talent, embrace what they're good at, and just express themselves, you know. So don't sing how somebody else tells you to sing, sing how you want to sing from your heart, sing from your soul. Okay. And if it's symbolic and it's about singing your life song, even if you sound like me, who's a cat, like sounds like a cat being strangled. You know, singing your life song is about being your true, authentic self and following your path and just going with it and not being afraid. Okay, so you know that card can have a symbolic meaning as well. Okay. Oh, I've done the cards the wrong way around. I'll just put that there for a minute. It's me when I get too involved in what I'm saying. I can hear stuff coming in and I'm sort of trying to sort of get it out there. Oh dear. Oh, we have Archangel Azrael again. And we had the card of completion. Okay, the card of completion isn't a bad card, but it is a card that really kind of confirms that something needs to end. That you've got to the end of the road with something, that it's time to look at moving on to the next chapter. Okay, when we complete something, it's actually success, not failure, and there's a lovely gold star on there. So you know, but you know, when we complete something, even like I don't know if you've ever read a really fantastic book and you get to that last chapter and you're reading and reading and reading, you're staying up all through the night because you really want to get to that last page, and then when you get to that last page, there's like a flatness because you've reached the last page and because it's gone. And life can be like that, you know, we can push ourselves and push ourselves and push ourselves to achieve something, and then when we do, it feels flat. Okay, so sometimes there is a kind of sense of sadness with this completion, but remember, each chapter finished is really the starting point for a new chapter or even a new book to begin. Okay, so the story's never over. That's what life is. Life is a continuous story, and it's always moving, it's always evolving. You're always evolving. You know, nothing in life stands still. And, you know, we're all players on the stage of life, and we all take on different roles at different times. Okay, nothing is actually failing. Everything is a learning experience, and I think that's what you really need to embrace. Okay, and we have the card of peace. This is the one that came out. Now, peace is about really feeling at peace with yourself, peace of mind, peace of heart, you know, just feeling at peace and just feeling, yes, I'm where I need to be. Okay, so if I take this back to the beginning, we have the surrender, which really means the same as the peace card, so we've come full circle. So this week for some of you will be about acknowledgement, acknowledgement as in acknowledging where you are, that maybe things can't be changed, that you need to go down a certain path that the universe has had ready for you for a long time. It's time to stop fighting it. It's time to stop trying to control everything. It's time to stop aiming for perfection and to aim for being human. Because you know something, the real perfection is in being human. Okay? The real beauty of life is in sometimes the little mistakes. They're the things we look back on and we laugh over. If everything was perfect and sterile and all fitted into place, we'd have no stories to tell. I'm sure when you sit round the table and you remember a beloved pet that's passed on, or even a beloved family member, or memories of your children if they've grown, I'm sure for most of you, 98% of your stories at least will involve some kind of mishap. Something that went terribly wrong. And that's what you'll laugh over. You know, we took our children to Muncaster Castle year in, year out, and do you know the one the grown-up sons talk about was the brakes setting on fire on the way home? You know, and they still kill themselves laughing at how terrified they were in the back seat, sort of sitting there with the smoke billowing out everywhere as poor Mel was trying to steer us to a safe place. You know, but that's what they found, you know. And at the time it was terrifying, but afterwards we've laughed at it. Oh yeah, fancy us taking an espace up a hill like that, you know. So that's what I'm trying to say, you know. It's all the little mishaps, it's all the little things that sometimes we feel like, why is this going wrong? But they become the future treasures, okay? So, take joy. Take joy in everything. Take joy in life. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to control. Midweek, Archangel Israfel, about singing your song, about embracing your life song. If it's literal for you, and I do feel it's literal for a couple of people out there, I just really get this sense that I've got people who need to be stepping up, either stepping up in a choir or stepping up on doing their own thing, getting a band working, doing something. You know, maybe you're involved with somebody who's in a band who needs a little bit of encouragement. You know, I feel this is a young male who needs some encouragement for some reason. He's not feeling quite where he should be, but he's got a lot of talent. I feel for some of you it's actually about looking at music and how music can actually help others, okay? And I feel there's a couple of others who really need, sorry, she says it's coming in, who really need to kind of slow life down, put on some meditation music and just hear the answers that they've been, you know, they've been seeking these answers, they've been asking these questions and not getting the answers because they've been running around like headless chickens. Okay, and it's time just to bring that music in and just relax and let those answers flow in. Okay, the angel of expression, for some of you, it's about actually speaking your truth, about expressing yourself. Once again, we can express ourselves through song. If you're thinking about writing a song, get it down on paper. Okay, completion. Hopefully those writing down their songs are going to complete them. As this is at the end of the week, and this is about actually success, about achieving something, about feeling you've achieved something, or something coming to an end and actually accepting that it needs to come to an end. You know, this can be a whole process that you've started with the surrendering to it and ending with the completion. And the ultimate card here is peace and feeling peace. And, you know, when we feel at peace with life, everything feels better. And, you know, sometimes we just rush through life and we rush through wanting perfection and we miss the real thing that's going on. We miss life. I read a beautiful poem earlier this week that was posted by a family who lost a loved one, and they didn't want to send cards out without their loved family member on the cards, so they actually printed up one of her poems, and it was beautiful and it made me weep. And it wasn't because it was really sad, but it was about the rushing around that a woman does at Christmas time. And we all can actually, you know, men as well, I feel, can actually sort of relate to this. And the poem the whole way through was saying about, you know, you're rushing around and you've got to get the presents and you've got to get the food and you do this and you do that, but it will work out all right. Everything will pass and everything will work out all right. Almost like it'll be all right on the night kind of a thing. And this sweet lady's not here anymore. And it just made me think, how many Christmases had she rushed around like that, like a headless chicken, to understand, to have that insight, when now she probably would just do anything just to have that peace, that quiet with her family, just being able to hold them, just being able to sit in front of the Christmas tree. Some nice food. It doesn't matter if you haven't brought the whole shop up, you know. And I think, sorry, I'm getting quite emotional even now thinking of it. I just feel this lady really loved her family, and I just really feel that that's a message for all of us, okay? To enjoy the moment whilst we have the moment. Don't take a single day for granted. Enjoy your family, enjoy what you have, and don't strive for perfection, because the beauty is in the imperfection, because that's life. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I feel really emotional. And thank you all for supporting the page. We will have a 6-card angel card reading, or an enhanced colour reading, or crystal reading. One of the bigger, you know, not the free cards, one of the larger readings going out as an end of month prize for everybody who shares anything to do with Mystic Moonstone page. Okay, love and light to you all. Bye.